Once you've logged in, go to the Woodstock High School website. Go to the Media Center site on the left-hand side. Once you're on the Media Center site, click on Library Guides. Remember, all of the guides are in alphabetical order, so scroll down until you see Wonderful Wednesday. Once you click on this link, it'll take you to the library guide where we're going to show you all of these applications. Also, there will be a video of what we're going over right now posted here so that you can refresh your memory. Let's first click on Meograph. Once in Meograph, you will need to sign up for an account. So take a few minutes and go ahead and sign up. Once you are logged in, you will need to hit Create Meograph, and then it will pop up and it'll say New Mix. This is where you can create your title and make sure that it saves, and then you'll need to go over here to the left hand side and add a moment. Once you click Add a Moment, it allows you to choose photos or videos. You can also add narration. So to import a photo, you just click on that, and then you can either pull from a flash drive from your computer or Facebook, Instagram, Google Drive, all of these, or you can also take a picture if your device has a webcam. So we're just going to make a sample one, so I'm just going to click from my computer and choose a file. And we're just going to click one of the sample pictures. And it will insert it. Then I can add narration just by clicking up at the top and hit record. And it will ask you to have access to your microphone. You want to allow that and then close. And then it'll count down for you. Look at the beautiful desert. Then you can stop your narration. And if you don't like it, of course, you can delete it. Or if you already have something set, then you can upload that as well. Down here at the bottom of your picture, you can see the display time. So if you click on that, maybe you want your picture to go for a while. Okay, maybe your narration, you want to make it go as long as your narration for that one picture goes. So you can change the time right there. Speaking of your picture, you can also reset it. Zooming in, zooming out. You can change it up. Okay. If you go back over to the left-hand side, you can click More. This also allows you to add a link in. So let's say you got that picture or you got a video from one of the LibGuide links that you're using for this project or an online source. You want to make sure to give that credit, so you can post the link right there. You can add text. You can even add the location if you want to do all of that, and then dates as well. Then to add more moments, as they're called in Meograph, you just click Add a Moment, and then you can do the same process again. Add a photo, a video, narration, and all of that. And then you can go back and click on the tabs. So you see Introduction. You can change your cover photo right here. You can start your narration from the introduction, or you can wait and start it on some of your other slides. Okay, and then you can see this is what we just worked on. The empty moment was the new one that I added that we have not put anything into yet. And then you have your conclusion. Okay. If you scroll down to the bottom, you can select music to import. Remember, Sounds Abound is royalty-free music. So you can add that there. And then you can also give this a description. And then, of course, you want to make sure that the publishing is on. And if along the way you just aren't happy with it and you want to start over, then you can delete right there at the bottom. Okay. So if you go up to the top and you hit play, and then it's saving it all along the way. And then there are different ways that you can share it, but I think for your class and for this project, you'll just be pulling it up in Mimeograph as you work on it. And that's Mimeograph. So if you have any questions with that, again, if you scroll down to the bottom of this site, then it says need help. I think it's blocked right here by my recording thing. Need help. Okay. Or Miss Olton and myself are here to help you as well. Let's go back to the LibGuide and let's look at the next application. It's EduCreation. So if you click on that link, it will take you to the site and you will need to do a student sign up. Now this does have an app that you can download, but we can look at it right here on the web view, but just know that you can work on this if you download the app. So after you click on student login, it will ask if you have a course code, hit no, and then go ahead and take a few minutes to fill in your information. Once logged in, it'll say create new lesson. EduCreation is really easy to use, and it is a great app if you need that. So what you can do is down at the bottom, you just hit the little picture icon, and again you can pull in your pictures for this project, and it opens it up for you, and then you simply click on what color text you want, and then you just write on your image. You can change it up. And also there is a narrate option for this as well. And it's probably a little easier to write when you're using the app rather than trying to do it with the mouse, but that gives you some idea of what you can do. When you get ready to record, you see the record button up here. You hit that. Again, just like Mimeograph, is going to ask you for the access to your microphone. You allow, you hit close. Then it's thinking about it, and you make sure that you allow it to use your microphone. And then you start recording, and you can talk about, look at these three penguins having a good time, aren't they so happy? And even while you're recording, you can still add new writing to the top of it. So as you're talking about your project, you can say, look at this right here. Oh my gosh, I love penguins. The whole time that you're recording, you can add in your notes for your class. And you just hit pause. And then you'll want to save when you're done. Now to add a new picture, you just go down to the bottom. You can see where it says 1 of 1, then you just add a new one, and you drop in a new picture. So let's go grab us a new picture. And then you can record on this as well and add in new writing. So record, look at this. This is so great for class. This is something that you need to know for the test. Awesome, awesome. Okay, and then you hit save. If you don't like something that you do, you can just hit these arrows on the left-hand side, and it'll take out your drawings. Notice how that is going away now. Or if you really don't like it, you can just delete it. So once you hit save, you can preview if you want to make sure that that's how you really want it. So let's preview. And then you start recording, and you can talk about, look at these three penguins having a good time, aren't they so happy? And even while you're recording, you can still add new writing to the top of it. So as you're talking about your project, you can say, look at this right here. Oh my gosh, I love penguins. The whole time that you're recording, you can add in your notes for your class. And you just need to record, look at this. This is so great for class. This is something that you need to know for the test. Awesome, awesome. Alright, and then you just hit finish when you are done. And then it's going to ask, do you want to save it or do you want to start over? So you save. And it doesn't get much easier than that. It's a creation. Love, love, love this one. So easy to use. And it takes a little while to save. So when you're ready to save it, you just give it a title and a summary. Okay, and then right here under the settings, you can change it from private to published, but for school projects, make sure you keep it on private. Then you can do the subject area, and of course it gets more detailed as you click and go along, and then you can hit create. And there you go, you have an awesome project that looks like you really put a lot of time and effort into it. It's really impressive. You have your narration, your writing, but it is so simple. So let's go back to the LibGuide. Now we're going to look at the third application, ThingLink. So once you click on there, and then you can make sure to start now, log in, create a new account. So once you hit log in, go to the education tab up at the top, and go ahead and take a few minutes to log in or create a new account. And you can just sign up for free by clicking I'm a student. So you click on that and go ahead and take a few minutes to do that. So once you're logged in, up at the top you want to go to create. And then it's going to ask you to choose your images that you want to use. So you do that. And it'll drop it in there. And you can import them from Facebook, Flickr, or the web. Make sure for copyright-free images that you use Creative Commons, and there is a link for that on our LibGuides. So once you have your image, it's going to then let you start editing. So you can do your title. You can add a tag. Okay. Once you add a tag, this is where you can do a link, and then you can add text. So maybe you looked on the LibGuides for this project and you want to type some information about what you have found, and you have the link for where you're getting this image from, or a link to a website that you want everybody to see, and you can insert that here. And then you can also change your icon. So maybe this one right here kind of looks a little bit like you're going to play a movie, which I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. But maybe you want to change it to a star. You really want this information starred. And then you can also move it around. So maybe this is about, you know, the jellyfish's life cycle or whatever the case may be. And you can do it that way. And then you can also change your text here, make it bold, highlighted, however you need to make this text noticeable. Alright, so how do you add the link? So let's say you have your site that you got your information from. You just copy and paste that right here into the link box, and then you add that, and then you have your tag. And so then when people hover over that, see the website then comes up and people can go to that. And again, you can move these around wherever you need to. Alright, so you want to save the tag, or if you put something in and you see you don't like it, you can always delete it. So we've saved those, and now you can add videos, music, or photos, and you can just search for the content right here. Also, real quick, if you want to adjust your image, then over here you can make it bigger or smaller. So if you search, it is pulling videos for me, and just know that it is going to pull from YouTube. So unless you somehow convert that video to pull from your computer, just know that you won't be able to show that in class, because we all know that YouTube is blocked for y'all. But that is where it pulls videos from, and then you would just insert the video the same way that you inserted the tags, and then you have your video, and it plays for you. Okay. And then you want to make sure that when you're done with your image that you hit save down at the bottom. And once you hit save, then it does allow you to go back in and edit and share. The ThingLink is just really cool to where you can have your image, but you have all this other information embedded in it. And it's a really neat way to convey information to people. Alright, so let's talk about this last application. So go back to the LibGuide and click on VoiceThread. And it will take you to the link, and then you will need to sign in or register, depending on if you already have an account or not. So if you register, and just take a few minutes to fill this information out and go ahead and create an account. So once you've created an account, you can just click on the Create tab up at the top, and you can, with VoiceThread, upload images from your computer, from different sources, from a website. You can also do a webcam, so you can just have it actually being a video of you. Make sure that when you do webcam that you allow it, and then it's going to say video or photo, so you can also take a photo of yourself, or if you do the video, then it'll give you the countdown, and you got to make sure that your webcam is working. Hi! So, once you make sure your webcam is working, then you can record as much as you want to. You can also record over pictures that you have, but if you want to have that little component of you talking, maybe an introduction or a conclusion, then you can do that. So after you have your video, you can add a comment. So the second thing is comment, right there at the bottom. And then your comment just comes up here, and you can either choose to use your phone to make a comment, you can make a video comment, or you can type your comment. Okay. And then when you're ready to save it, you just click Save. And also you can select, sometimes if you want your comment to play before your video, during your video, or in place of your video, or maybe even after. Okay. So after you have all of your uploads and you've created all of your things, and you can go to playback options, and then you can select how you want to set it up. So if you want to wait any seconds, if you want to show the full screen when it opens, if you want it to start playing when it's open, however you want to do that, and then you just save it. And then you can go to export. Okay. For the sake of this class, though, you won't need to export. That's just when you're trying to send it to someone. But for this project, you're just going to be opening it right up in VoiceThread. But also make sure that you click on the publishing options and then allow anyone to comment. This way your classmates can comment and allow anyone to view. And this way they can see that, and Ms. Dexter can comment also. There is one last application that you can use, and it is Kahoot. So if you go back to the LibGuide and look over on the right hand side, you just click on Kahoot, and you will need to get a free account. Okay, so once you get a free account, in order to get started, you have to choose a role. So choose the appropriate one. I'm a student over 16, I'm a student 16 or under, whichever one fits you. And then it will pop up a bunch of questions for you to create your own account, so take a few minutes to do that now. So once you're logged in, you see that you can create a quiz, a discussion, or a survey. So probably for this project, you would want to create a quiz. So let's go over that. If you find that you want to create the discussion or the survey, then just let me or Ms. Olton know, and we can help you do that also. So start by giving your quiz a name, and then hit go. And then here's where you type in the questions. Also, you notice that down at the bottom you can drag and drop an image from your desktop, so you can just choose a file and insert the picture. And it does say video experimental because they pull videos from YouTube. So for right now, you might want to just stick with adding an image, and then you type in the question. And then you can determine if it's a points question, no points question, the time limit, so how long you're going to give your players. And then down at the bottom, you can see this is where you type your answers. And whenever you type the correct answer, all you have to do is change it to correct. And then to add a question is at the bottom. If you find that you don't want this question, then you just delete the question. And after you've added all your questions, then you save and continue. So before you finish, it's going to ask you what language you want, and then if you realize that you do need to go back and edit, you can do that up at the top. Privacy settings, change it to private because you're just doing it for school. The primary audience, school. And then if you want to give a description here, you can. Save and continue down at the bottom. You can also give a cover image if you want. And then it does say if you don't want an image, then they can choose one for you to put in there. But we'll just drop something in so you can see. And then when you're done with that, you just hit done. And so you can play now. You can preview it to make sure it is what you want to do. You can go back and edit, and you can share it with other people. When you hit play now, it will give you some more options. So you can display the game pin throughout. Now the game pin is what people need to get into your game. So to get into your Kahoot, they have to have this number to do it through their phone. That's how they play Kahoot, is through their phone. So you can choose if you want that to show throughout the whole time or just at the beginning while they're registering. And then you have some other options. And then also if you want it to play music while they're waiting, then you can do that. And then you just hit launch. And then it gives people time to get their phone or tablet or laptop out. And then see, there's the PIN number, and it will play this until everyone has registered. When you get done playing, it gives you all kinds of options for results. Obviously, you have to wait and see how people do through their devices, and then it gives you a tab for the results that you could share with Miss Dexter, or however you would need to do it for your project. But remember, you have all of these applications. So you have Kahoot, you have VoiceThread, ThingLink, EduCreation, and Meograph that you can use for this project. So now just get started with the research that you have and create your technology component, and let Miss Olton or myself know if you need any help.